It says, next time you have to choose from the following, which one are you most likely to choose? Townhouse crackers, Cheez-Its, Cheetos, Ritz, or none of the above? Cheez-Its.
Oh, hey,
Cheetos.
what's up?
I do Cheetos.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, hello.
Cheetos! Hi!
What, guys?
We're so prepared.
Right?
You like snacks? Because that's what I'm talking
That's exactly what we're talking
Do you
about.
like snacks?
Do you like snacks? What are your guys' favorite snacks? Cheetos, Doritos?
Is that me?
Cheese.
Oh my god. I'm looking around like, oh my god. I'm so sorry.
What's up, guys? Sorry we're running a little bit behind because
Yes.
it is Anime Expo this weekend and we have so much to do.
Oh god.
I don't even want to be. No, I'm
Are
fine.
you guys ready for the retro wrap-up? Because I'm definitely ready for the retro wrap-up.
Yes.
Oh, look, we even got some answers to the questions. Someone said Ritz all the way. Kat says Ritz all the way. Lucius Kushin says Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Good choices, guys. It was an ad that popped up, and so I was like, hey, maybe I'll ask it.
Yeah.
See? Hey,
I picked the Cheetos for sure.
Yeah.
But we are discussing Power Rangers today, not just snacks. And it's the
What's
3
Power
episodes: Life's a Masquerade, Gung Ho, and Wheel of Misfortune.
Woo! Yes.
And finally, Tommy has been introduced in the season.
Yes.
Not just now.
You
but
weren't there for
I wasn't there.
the Green Medieval hype, but
I wasn't there, but
Yes.
he's finally in it, hanging out. And you know what? Don't remember him being so charming. Like watching this, he's like cute, quirky.
I wouldn't call him charming, but I know what you mean.
So like okay.
Yes, he is. He's dashing and debonair.
Like
like
we're
alliteration.
starting to see.
Newsflash, Kimberly, you're not the center of everyone's world.
Hey, that's when he was evil, okay? I mean, you say that to a woman, you're looking to crush her feelings, like her heart or something. It's like when you say, okay, for example, if a guy looks at you and you have an argument, he just says, you know what? You're not a good person. That really upsets women, from what I understand. That, like, you can say so many things.
From what I understand, insulting a woman would usually,
but
upset
saying
them.
that literally itself, like, you're not a good person.
I would be
They're
upset.
kind of like, whoa.
I
Like,
would be
that kind of hits harder than a lot of other things. It's like, I can't believe you said that. Wow. But yeah, so Tommy
I've
is evil.
noticed, so we're seeing like the little cute, flirty side eyes from Kimberly and Tommy here and there. It's popping up. We can't deny it.
Ship it
but
up, baby.
Tommy is so sweet, and Jason is like, I'm the best, I'm the leader. And Tommy's like, I'm good too, guys. Like, I can do this. And it's like super adorable. Thanks,
yeah.
thanks, Magical Water Bear.
Oh, that was you got that from JDF, the magical water.
JDF, the magical water bear.
But let's get into the first episode, Life's a Masquerade.
Yes.
Man.
I really enjoyed the villain in this one.
I don't enjoy holiday episodes. I really
Why
don't.
not?
They just, they're so forced.
I didn't see it as too much holiday though. Like it wasn't like, oh my goodness, it's holiday. It's more like, oh, this is a dance and
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
dressing up. I didn't see any pumpkins.
I know, but it was just like, oh, there's a Frankenstein monster, and I was like, God, he's a monster, but he looks so like clean compared to like all the other like monsters we get, and it felt weird. They had to dance with him. The choreography.
I was gonna say I love that part. I was just gonna say what was your favorite part of him, at least if you didn't like it.
It was ridiculous, and I mean it was a good kind of ridiculous because it was for what
guys,
it was.
We all know that the best part of this whole episode was when all the girls loved Alpha.
Yes.
No one can deny that. Alpha, the ladies' man. That was the best part of the whole show.
It was so cool that Alpha got to actually hang out with people and hang out with the Rangers, and it was like, oh, it's like a costume.
Yeah.
Sure.
It wasn't when Billy
It's a costume,
yelled out,
but it was so cool.
It's time for molecular transmutation. I wonder what the decision for that was.
I loved when he said that.
See, I don't know. Molecular transmutation.
Molecular transmutation.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of like, okay, you said that, everybody's like,
Did you guys notice when Billy followed the Frankenstein dressed as Sherlock Holmes?
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
I didn't notice that.
I loved it. I was like, you go, Billy. You play that role.
I can't even believe it ended like that.
So
it was great.
Is this like pretty much an episode you just didn't like?
Holiday episodes just generally don't sit well for me because they just feel forced, and they it didn't look like a holiday episode, but the whole time it was like everyone's in some cheesy costume, and there's this like monster that everyone thinks is like a Halloween costume.
Because Rita's like, oh my goodness, they're having a party. Let's send a party crasher.
I feel like you could have sent down an actual monster down and just blown up the youth center.
He had to blend.
It's just I don't know.
Hey, Rita's got some issues she's dealing with,
Like,
right?
a couple episodes ago, she summoned putties in and trashed a float without hurting the Rangers, just for the sake of.
She did hurt the Rangers. She hurt Kimberly right here.
Yes,
okay?
this is true.
Right in the feels, buddy.
That's
where, and it hurt me so much. And like we all said, that was probably her best acting in the entire series. So I loved it. And this time, okay, Rita, like you said, has issues, and she likes to kind of do things in a theme.
With them.
She does like to do things in a theme, and she's like, "Oh, well, you're having a party? Well, I'm gonna send my party crasher."
Yeah.
And then still, if we didn't get this episode, we wouldn't have got Alpha getting to be the ladies' man.
It was great.
That's why it's the reason I wore the shirt, because it was like, okay, Alpha really is getting all the play today.
That though, I appreciate the act that Alpha
and
was
he won first place in the contest.
That's right.
He walks in there and everyone's like, Alpha, what are you doing? Well, I just wanted to chill. Peace. Goes up and on his own. And I like that the end of the episode, actually, Bulk and Skull are like, yeah, I want to know who this is too. And they grab like a wrench.
Let's pry him
up. And they follow him. And the Rangers are like, end credits. Like they're not going to follow.
No, they're not.
Like they might actually rip off his head. And they're there like, I guess Halloween.
I guess Alpha can take care of himself.
Yeah,
I mean, he is a robot. He probably got some good amount of strength. You know, they're like, oh, we're gonna pry, and he's like, stop it. Yeah, it is Bulk and Skull. I mean, when it comes to being inept, pretty much you can say, man, I Bulk and Skull this.
Even still, like.
Now, the big part of this episode was actually the introduction of the Super Putty. Supposedly the nearly indestructible putty, and it's causing more of a challenge than those normal quirky putties that just can't do anything right.
The thing is, like, I didn't realize what the difference was until they were finally summoned, and it's just the big hands and the feet and everything.
Yeah.
And, like, to my knowledge...
And nearly indestructible.
I don't remember them being, coming back throughout the season. Like, no, because after that, like, even in the next two episodes, they're just regular putties. And then we get the Z putties, like, from Lord Said. And then I don't remember these putties ever showing up again. I could be wrong. If you know, like, better, correct me. But I don't remember that. Also, during that Super Putty fight, I like how they tried fighting them in civilian form. I appreciate that. But they were like, oh, man, they're too much. They're Power Rangers. More!
Super chat! Super chat!
Just like,
2 Fat Games! Thank you so much. You didn't post a comment though, so if you want us to shout out something, go ahead and post it. I'll keep a lookout on it. What's up? 2 Fat Games and I actually played some Old Republic online.
No way.
Cool.
Yeah, that was fun. But back to this episode. Did you guys have a favorite moment?
Other than Alpha?
Not really?
Not really.
No, really?
No?
Well, mine was Alpha, but I did kind of enjoy the choreography of the fight.
It was amusing
because it was like cheesy, but it was nostalgic at the same time. When I actually remember this episode, and that was it. That was it. For me. I was in. I was like, I'll enjoy this again. But yeah, that would be it. That would be it. Because I'm trying to think, should I add on? But no, that's it.
I do notice that. And now that Tommy's like a part of these episodes, he's kind of got the reputation for having like the one-liners, the puns. Like at the end of this episode, he's like, "That's what I call one bad case of indigestion," and I'm just like, "Oh!"
Also,
so clever.
Stop that.
Just to slow down for a moment, we got a super chat.
Super chat.
Larry Newbill.
Larry.
He does say THS funds, Daniel's epic. Cupcake Queen and Darrel too cool.
What's up?
Appreciate it.
And 2 Fat Games added, I can't seem to get the hang of Super Chat apparently, but I was saying good morning, afternoon, and night to everyone because we have people from all over the globe in this chat, which I love.
This is so cool.
We really do. That's one of the best things about these live chats is that we have all these like people in here from all over the world.
Seriously.
It's great.
Oh man.
Love that.
So, what would you guys rate this episode?
There you go.
3.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give it like too high marks because one, I didn't really enjoy it as much as the other episodes that came after this. Mm-hmm. But it was a funny episode. It was amusing to watch. Like stop this. All right, that made me laugh. You know, so 3.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Higher than I thought that you'd give it. So that's nice.
I'm sorry, but it's a 2.
Wow.
It's a 2.
Wow.
Still, even though we got the Super Putties. which later lead to us having a better fighting kind of choreography when it comes to the putties later. Still, it was a holiday episode.
Yeah. Okay.
It was, and they seem forced. I wanted to hold all of that until after, but they seem forced. Nothing about it is ever natural when it comes to a holiday episode.
Yeah.
Now, in the chat, they did say, well, one thing that was cool, like Dan Romano says, they made it work though.
They did make it work.
Nowadays, there's fun or emotion to it. Back in those days, they had fun with it.
You know, nowadays, for a lot of holiday episodes, usually what it is, they dress up, and then it's like flashback, event that something happens in the episode, and then more flashbacks of like, hey, remember when we did this? Remember when we did this? And it's like, I get it, guys. You had a season.
Yeah.
Good job.
Congratulations. Let's not do flashbacks.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a flashback fan, but I don't think Power Rangers does too many flashbacks.
It's usually recently during these like holiday episodes.
Yeah.
That's really it. Mm-hmm. Like
Doctor Who does it a lot.
Oh boy.
Do they?
Well, Doctor Who does a flashback only to play in the flashback.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That's true.
Because they've gotten tired of fans have been like, well, if you do flashbacks, we're not watching it anymore. Mm-hmm. So they're like, okay, what we'll do is we'll play in the flashback, so they have to shoot new footage during or inside of the flashback that they didn't show earlier. And
that's really smart, though.
It's cool. But they used to do flashbacks, and it used to be so stupid.
Well, for me, I also am giving it a 3. It wasn't my favorite episode, but I didn't hate it, and I did get a kick out of the monster. So there's that.
Yes.
Now time to move on for Gung Ho.
Oh boy.
Gung Ho. Bulk and Skull bring in some pretty dang legit ninjas. Where the hell did they find those legit ninjas? Don't understand that. Out of nowhere, there's like, hey guys, we got a team of ninjas. Bam!
Oh my god.
You know what's funny though is that they had these ninjas go up against Jason and Tommy and
dude.
Well, first of all, they had to find these ninjas.
Yeah,
and they're like, hey, so you guys, you're really good. I don't know what we'll have to pay you, but we need you to wear these ninja suits and go up against the best martial artists in this juice bar. Like. That's such a.
Were the ninja suits necessary
to
make them look more legit?
Well, you had to know that they were ninjas.
I have to
know unless they're dressed up like ninjas.
I have to think. Was this more intimidating in the '90s? Like, as a '90s kid, did you watch this going, "Oh man, they're fighting ninjas"? Like, did that excite kids? I personally, if I saw this as a kid, just knowing who I was, I would have thought that was stupid.
What's that like 80s/90s movie where it's the 3 kids and they get the masks? 3 ninjas. Don't they dress up as ninjas?
Yeah.
Well, that was a good movie though.
But that was the theme of it, you know?
3 ninjas, right?
It's just that, you know, they just brought up 2 random ninjas out of nowhere and just like, hey, fight these 2.
And I love how Bulk and Skull are just managing.
That's right, yeah.
They're not even in the team. They're just managing it.
We have a lot of like Jason, Tommy teamwork.
Yeah, this is more of a Tommy and Jason need to learn to get along episode.
This is
how
how the real life rivalry more or less start. It's so weird to see that banter happen between us, like, hey man, watch your punches. I know what I'm doing, okay man? Don't don't step on my feet. And it's like, it's weird to think, wow, that's them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. That is true. Like, it's art imitating life, I guess, now. Because the whole thing, well, I think it started during Forever Evil, and Forever Green.
Forever Green with Evil?
Green with Evil. I think of
I was like, you were starting to confuse me.
Evil. No, yeah, but since then, and going even farther, I think the rivalry just started there.
Yeah.
It just kept going. And I think they were playing at it on the show.
Oh yeah.
Like, my God, because this episode it was like, okay,
because you
make sure you guys work together and blah blah, but they really hate each other.
Yeah, Well, you know, I don't see it as them hating each other. It was more of a Jason feeling threatened that Tommy was there and could potentially be the leader, because there was that moment where. Tommy and Jason are watching the legit ninjas. I don't know what else to call them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And Jason's like, man, I could take those guys by myself. And Tommy's like, yeah, me too. And it's just like, I felt like Jason's instigating it a little more than Tommy is, but they're both like, I'm the best.
That makes sense.
When it comes down to it.
Now, in the chat, I'm noticing right now, Derek Herbie is actually commenting one on your amazing cosplay.
I don't have my wig on.
But he pinned it on right there. He was like, Attack on Titan?
Yes. Yes.
Like, bravo.
I'm still putting straps. I haven't finished putting on my straps. I started doing it before we were filming. But yeah, I'm Sasha Brous. I don't have my wig on yet.
And then he also noticed we're wearing pretty more phenomenal shirts.
I tried my best.
So, I like yours so much.
I like this.
So much.
I went into the mall with no money. This was like way back. And I was like, what is that? Oh, no. How much is that? And they were like, oh, this is our last one, actually.
Buy it right now.
Speaking of t-shirts, though, you guys can actually go to our website, or what is it? Is it
TeePublic.
TeePublic. You can go to tpublic.com/that#show, or just tpublic.com and search that #show. You'll be able to see our store, and in the store, you'll be able to buy so many t-shirts. Mm-hmm. We have t-shirts that are Attack on Titan related, of course, Ranger related, and other ones that we've actually created, like our Deadpool one.
Yes.
Which is our first premiere one, where it's pretty much a picture of Deadpool.
He sold it off his back.
Yeah, pointing a gun in his head and saying, selfie, like, kill me with a selfie. He hates it, which is cool. I love it. I'm thinking of designing one, but this is for the Legion fans, where it's pretty much that, but the angriest boy in the world, or whatever, sitting there in that, and it says like, just help or something like that, and he's just sitting there like this. But that would be great, right? So I'm thinking of having that design. I just need to find an artist. Shout out to Ash. I need to find an artist.
I'll let him know.
Yes, who can just put it up. So then once they get it done, they can send the Photoshop file right over to them and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Just let me know, send it out to them. But check that out so you can actually get t-shirts and find some of the ones we're all creating on our own too. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be pretty cool. But back to
it.
So Power Rangers,
back to it.
Gung Ho. We eventually see Tommy and Jason work together. Which, by the way, it seemed a little unfair that Tommy gets a shield and no one else gets one. I just like to throw that out there.
I always wondered, though, is there a reason for that in the Japanese footage? If someone knows the answer, comment.
Yes.
But it was just such a weird thing to me.
It wasn't explained.
Yeah, I get it that he's the new Ranger. He's extra. He's more powerful and stuff. But why does he specifically get the shield?
And he gets his own freaking Megazord. He's highly favored.
Yeah.
Well, true. But then again, he can beat the crap out of everyone. We saw him sucker punch Trini. Yeah. I love that shot every time I talk about it. And then beat the rest of everyone up, and kick them out of the Zords. His Zord is on its own. He showed up being OP'd, and then so now we have to depower him and bring him down. It was like, well, we can't do too much though. We still have to make sure he has this Zord. He's gonna have to keep the shield. We can't just take it away. So it was just like, man, you introduced him just OP'd, and what do you do to bring him down?
Yeah, exactly.
It's so much.
Joe, we were all talking about this on the last show that these past few episodes, more or less including this episode, not including this episode, actually, now I'm thinking about it. They always call in Tommy for reserve. Always at the end. He's never helping to fight the evil. He's always off doing his own thing.
That's true.
And they'll fight, and then it's like, oh man, we need help! Call Tommy! And then he's like, Dragon Zord! And he immediately goes straight into Zord. There's no fight of him whatsoever until this episode.
Oh man,
that's
so true. I didn't think about that, but that's true. Usually it's always... just, all right, well, we can't beat it. Let's call Tommy. And here comes Tommy. No problem. I'll kick ass. And
don't worry. I kick ass. And then he, and then he doesn't even ride in his Zord. He's just playing it.
Yeah.
Do you remember Green with Evil when they debuted him?
Piper.
Debuted his Dragon Zord, and they put the action figure, the flip head action figure on top of the Dragon Zord.
Yeah.
That had me dying.
Oh, my God.
Laughed.
Oh.
Super Jazz! Larry Newell, what is up?
What's up?
This is from Abigail Parker. It feels good to see the whole hashtag family and that I appreciate every single one right now. Heart emoji. Abigail Parker, we adore you so much. These hearts are for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Also, if you guys haven't chosen a team or a side, Team Joe or Team DJ, just letting you know, you guys should kind of start making those choices because that fanfic is coming along very, very quickly. So, I'm just saying, pick a team. And hey, if you guys haven't decided, I'm on Team Joe, but Team DJ, I hear they have cookies.
I'm on Team DJ.
See,
100%.
I heard they have
Especially if they have cookies.
So, see, I'm just saying, I heard they have cookies, guys. So I don't know.
Two Fat Games mentions it's because the Green Ranger in the Sentai only has limited time outside of a cave he's cursed to.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But does that really warrant the use of a shield?
I don't know, but in this episode,
it's interesting. I didn't know that.
We do see Tommy share his shield with Jason, which was kind of nice.
That was interesting. It's like, yeah, you can do it, but I can't let you go without my shield.
You're faster, but I'm better with the sword, but here, take my shield, we'll work this out. So they ended up working together, and this is when they introduced Titanus, and they had, what?
Titanus.
Titanus?
Titanus.
I thought it was Titanus.
No.
The dragon thingy?
Titanus.
Yeah.
Well, I totally heard that wrong.
It's like a sea monster, right?
Yeah, my bad, guys. Titanus.
They all sit inside of. Yeah.
Titanus is introduced. And I love how they battle it. And later Zordon's like...
You called it who said sea monster?
I thought he was like a sea monster.
He looked like the Loch Ness Monster, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
He's a Brachiosaurus.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought this whole time, I thought it was a freaking sea monster because it's long and has the, and it's like...
I had to think about that. I was like, what did you say?
Do we ever see his feet?
They're wheels.
Yeah, we never see his feet. That's why I was like, that's why I always thought, oh, sea monster.
So by that logic, is the Triceratops aquatic?
No, the Triceratops we do see. Actually, we can, we get to see a little bit of a running.
That's the saber-tooth tiger.
No, the Triceratops, we have seen the feet.
His feet.
Yes or no, guys? We've seen the Triceratops feet. We have.
They're wheels.
They're wheels? They're
wheels.
You're right.
Oh, are they?
They're wheels.
I don't care. I thought they were feet. But anyway.
They're treads, yeah.
I can't hear you. Treads.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Treads.
They are, like tank treads.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, that's right.
I just thought
Team Darrel.
I really thought I really thought it was a Loch Ness Monster.
You're messing with my mind. How dare you?
For so long, I was like, a Loch Ness Monster?
Really quick, though.
And why would I think that when everything else is a dinosaur? Why would I think that? Because there's a dragon sword, guys.
Now I know how the Power Rangers feel when it's like, JK, he's on our side.
Really quick. So, when they do the switch of the shield, Jason's like, you're better with a sword. Here, take my sword. And he's like, oh, I'm going to fight this Brachiosaurus with a sword and a dagger.
Okay, here it goes. I guess I'm going to do this.
Right? It was just, oh my gosh, I feel bad for you.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Well, how'd you guys feel about this episode? Any favorite moments?
Well, we're skipping over the fact they got these like slingshots.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that. I forgot.
They got to the top of this mountain.
This is the first time that they got those?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because they had to collect them, but then, yeah.
They got these slingshots, and...
They had to fight Titanus for them! I know.
Titanus?
I was joking.
Yeah, the name is going to change.
Zatanna and Titanus. Crossplay.
It's going to happen.
So they got these slingshots, and then... they show up at the top of the building. Hey guys, here you go! And they all use them, and they fire them once, and they defeat. Oh, did they defeat the monster or putties? I don't remember. I think it was just putties.
I think it was the putties because they have to do the Megazord battle for the monster.
Oh yeah.
And then Tommy calls in his Dragon Zord.
There's another thing that I noticed with the editing. So they toss some slingshots. They use those slingshots, and then next camera is Jason on the ground with the blade blaster in his hand, but the slingshot is attached to the back of it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm like, wait, what? That didn't. Power Rangers.
Because Power Rangers. Also because Super Chat!
Super Chat!
Larry Newbill says Team GJ has cookies, but Team Joe has Scooby Snacks and beers.
I like Scooby Snacks.
I like beers.
I like cookies. I don't like beer. Sorry, guys.
There you go. There you go. Sorry, she's still Team.
You kind of unsold me.
I don't drink, so like that's also a thing. But I mean, they can do their thing. I'll just like. You guys have fun with that.
Yeah, he's like, well, I got Scooby Snacks.
I got Scooby Snacks, that's fine.
Scooby Snacks. Are they kind of like ginger snaps?
I would imagine
Can dogs eat ginger? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know because so many things dogs can't eat. Like, they're like, oh, you can't eat.
These are
the questions we should be asking.
These are real.
These are real questions. These are life or death questions.
I'm just saying, it's honest. But
now,
rating the episode.
Yes.
I'm gonna give this one because they got to do some cool things. One, they got to kind of go on a side quest to get these slingshots. We got the introduction of Titanus. We got the shield swap, which I was like,
it was cool. It was cool seeing the Red Ranger and the shield.
Are we gonna? And I was thinking automatically, like, when are we gonna put it on the Black Ranger, which happens later.
I think that's end of the season.
Exactly. Yeah. So automatically when it happened, I was like, because I know with my toy, I always took off and put it on the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Like, aesthetically, it's pleasing. I like that look.
It's prettier this way.
Yeah, it is. I was like, it looks better this way. So with that, all of that going along, this episode was pretty solid. I'm gonna give it really a 4. I was gonna say 5, but I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
And Darrel, what would you rate this episode?
Spitflower was like, that was one of the episodes where I was like 5.
Oh yeah,
it was
that's
like
right.
4 or 5. The thing was with this episode, this was a good episode because you got to see the interaction of Jason and Tommy, but then I'm a big like choreography fan. All the choreography in this episode was on point. And I love that. So 4, but the acting also wasn't really there. It was forced, but it wasn't completely solid, you know?
With that, I mean, you have to remember we were kind of focusing on Jason and Tommy, and with that being the case, they're not the best.
They're not the best.
Super chat!
Thanks for distracting me, Super
Derek
Chat.
Hervey says, "Sup, crew? Everyone is looking more phenomenal today."
Phenomenally
I'm making up my own vocabulary today.
That's it.
Were you guys able to receive the care package I sent you all?
I don't know.
I guess we have to ask Joe.
JD
didn't get it.
Joe's probably going to pick
JD's
it.
shaking his head.
Joe's
you
gonna
know
be
how
like,
he is.
Nine.
He's a tyrant, guys. He hits us.
Joe's not with us today. He's actually doing the press interviews for, what was that movie called? Valerian?
Valerian.
The one that you really want to see.
I do. I read the French comic. So now that I've dedicated myself to actually doing that, I was like, I gotta see this movie. And everyone's telling me maybe you don't. So
Joe's not here. We will contact him, touch base, see if he has the package, because I'm excited to open it.
Yeah, I love care packages. I love free stuff. So.
And I would give this episode a 4.5. Because I liked seeing the kind of like a almost resolution between Tommy and Jason. They were able to kind of like set their differences aside. It was well done. And I really enjoyed Titanus. Super cool.
I love it.
Super chat!
Super chat!
Oh, Two Fat Games, figuring it out. I like that. We're watching the Sentai on
Rab.in?
Yes, we're watching Q Ranger right now.
Yeah, we are.
But I don't know if you guys have seen any of the Super Sentai, but I've seen like quite a handful myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you like them?
I like them a lot.
I'm sorry, because Q Ranger is like probably the best thing in the world.
The thing is that like
my spit.
If in comparison to one another, Super Sentai, even though like the culture in Japan is different, they're allowed more mature content as far as like blood and deaths and like storylines. Whereas America is like, we need to dumb this down a lot for kids to understand it. And so sometimes we get good storylines in Power Rangers, and most times that the best storylines will come from Sentai, and it's like, oh, that's really cool. But then Japan is also really cheesy, so sometimes it's like serious, cheesy, corny, blah blah blah, and then it has its moments, all in all, Sentai is usually the more like mature side of things, even though it's aimed at a younger like audience.
Okay.
It still has, because Q Ranger's my first Sentai.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff jam-packed into that series.
Did you see the most recent episode?
I have not. No spoilers, please.
Okay, no.
I'm behind on everything in my life right now.
It's really good.
So am I.
I'm not even caught up on Attack on Titan season 2.
Really?
Yes! I'm not current. I'm not doing anything in my life right now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I know. Trust me. I'm disappointed in myself.
Right? You need the speed lines and then the impact and the smoke.
Two Fat Games, Super Chat.
Super chat!
Says we're watching the season Sentai together.
Aww.
Yes.
That's really sweet.
I like that.
That's really cool. I dig it. bringing people, Power Ranger fans from all over the world together, enjoying stuff that we love, sharing in what we love. I love it. It's great.
The digital age is dope.
That's what this is
about.
We get
to connect, and that is literally what this is about. What this whole show is about. Just, hey, we're going to talk about Rangers, which we already know it's aired, and yet we know people can watch it, but let's talk about it because it's going to bring everybody together.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is. And that's what I love about this. It's like, oh, God, I love the Ranger community. I really do. I really do.
Best community.
Yeah,
so amazing.
It really is. You guys are so great. Now, moving on to the final episode, Wheel of Misfortune. Let me just say my favorite part when Rita's like, I must have Kimberly's spinning wheel. It must be mine. Like, that was legit what she said. She's like, that wheel's mine. I'm taking it.
I didn't understand it. I did not understand that.
Rita, I'm starting to see why you never win.
There you go. That was your catalyst. You want a spinning wheel from a teenager.
Yeah.
That's literally what you're
like, no, they like that spinning wheel. I must have it. That's mine now. That's my wheel.
Like, dude,
I won't even comment on that because
how petty is she? Like, right there, I was just like, well, call her Petty Mayonnaise because she is so petty.
Take control of a tank. And turn it into a monster, and you might win. But a spinning wheel? No, that's the best idea.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna turn what you love.
It was a little confusing, but I did like how it kind of played into their school play thing, and we see...
I loved Kimberly's,
Nope.
No,
but yeah, no, really, it's like...
I loved Kimberly's acting when...
Titanus! JD just photoshopped this really quickly and it cracks me up. Zatanna and Titanus. Thanks, JD.
That's a majestic.
Bravo! Oh my God! How you did that right now? Like you just see? That's what I love.
Majestic. I do see the wheels.
If you guys do know how to work with Photoshop or anything, if you can make something on the fly, trust me, we will put it on the air.
That was great.
I love that kind of stuff. That was genius.
Titanus.
Oh my God!
Sorry to interrupt, guys. Sorry to interrupt.
Like, if you could throw that on the screen somehow, that would be so dope so they could see it.
So Kimberly's like acting after Bulk breaks the spinning wheel was fantastic. I love that. He's like, Bulk, this was very important. I'm not joking around. I was like, damn, Kimberly, shoot.
Hey, Kimberly. My God.
It was her grandmother's favorite spinning wheel.
And I felt that, and I was like, when Kimberly gets down to acting, she really Amy Jo does it.
Yeah, there's no question why she, later she's on that show on
Felicity and
oh yeah, she was on Felicity.
What was that, Flashpoint?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Flashpoint, man, that was some hardcore acting from her because her range was big on that. But yeah, when she was on Felicity, I forgot about the fact that she was on Felicity because I was a big J.J. Abrams fan. Yeah. So at that time, Felicity, then Alias, and then Lost, and then after that, I didn't care. But yeah.
Yeah, when Amy Jo acts in Power Rangers, this is like this and what was Spitflower?
Yeah.
Those two episodes. When Amy Jo acts, she acts like, damn.
Oh, she gives it to you. She gives it to
you. She gives you a performance.
Oh, man.
Now, this is one of those episodes where I'm like, oh, Tommy, what are you doing? What are you doing, Tommy? How are you a Power Ranger?
Right.
One of the few episodes where I had to question it. But, first of all, why did I put my communicator in my bag?
Oh, God.
I love how they had to, say that.
Yeah.
It wasn't
implied about him trying to get his bag and they kept taking it away from him.
They could have just tied up his hands or something and just given him no reason to be able to say that.
Yeah.
But no, he falls on the ground. Oh man, I wish my communicator wasn't in my bag. He's in trouble. That's all we really needed to know.
I mean, it's one of those moments like you'd mentioned where they kind of dumb it down for us American kids to understand.
But still, even with that, I don't know. I just why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. That was one of those moments where, and then the other moment where I'm like, seriously, how did that work? Was when Tom was like, oh, Putties, I'm not feeling well. Ugh. Yeah. I'm like, okay, if I was a Putty, I'd be like, good, die. That's basically it. That's the whole thing you're trying to do, right? And they're like, oh, are you feeling sick? Oh, let me just come help you out. And he's like, wow. And first of all, no one can break rope on a tree, but I'll let that slide because it was still awesome. It was an awesome movie. Yeah. But still, I was like, how did that... I think even he said, you clay brains are unbelievable. And I will second that. You clay brains are just dumb, guys.
Oh, my God.
But,
in their defense,
yes.
Clay for brains.
Yeah.
However, it was one of those moments where I was like, all right, this episode's stretching it.
Oh, this is the episode where he was tied up to the
tree.
The thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
right.
And then he feigned sickness, and then like
he was
breaking
trying to
the rope
untie himself,
on the tree, and then I just didn't connect how feigning sickness would bring the putties closer to him. They're clicking.
They don't know what to
true.
do. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But I will say...
It's nothing about Tommy. I still like Tommy. It was like this episode.
Do you like Tommy, and so do people in the chat?
Yeah,
right
I love
now,
Tommy.
Tony Robinson.
Most people like Tommy.
Yeah.
I love
he's
Tommy.
like,
He
Tommy
sells.
putty fights. Tommy putty fights are dope. Which they are.
Yeah.
They are. His putty fights are always pretty good. I do like the live action, the civilian fights.
The civilian fights,
yeah. I love those. I love those because it's like I get to see the Rangers actually do something.
Do their thing.
Those are always cool. So I mean,
That's one of
I enjoyed the moment.
The
Even though it was
civilian
stupid,
fights.
I liked it.
Moving on, like from Mighty Morphin, like even past Turbo, even it was one of those things that everyone really looked forward to. But as they kept casting people, a lot of these people like just didn't know martial arts, so it was weird to like, oh man, I really miss these more fights. And I remember talking to Ash about this. It's just like, where did they all go? Dino Charge had a lot of them, but even seasons previous to that, like they had the cool mechanics of like, oh, I know magic. Oh, I have genetic superpowers and like SPD. But it's like, I want more like of them fighting.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
what
nice
I
to see it again in this season. So you know.
Yeah. I mean, it was great to
Bringing
go
it
back
back.
and see
And
it.
I love Tommy's reverse flip onto the fence.
Oh my god.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Mighty Morphin. Am I right?
Oh my
But
god.
I mean, they in this episode they actually call upon the power of Titanus, and he aids them in their fight. They're showing that he's actually like an ally now.
So yeah, that's another thing I wanted. I was talking to JD about this earlier. Did they ever mention Titanus being a Zord in the last episode?
Not that I knew of.
No.
And it was just like, oh hey, we need extra power. Let's call on.
They like just knew it.
Yeah. They just knew the name of it.
But that's the way of the Power Rangers.
And knew it would just combine for some reason.
Yeah, that's actually like I don't because Zordon didn't
because
say, hey guys.
Even
listen.
in the last episode, I don't remember them giving it a name. Titanus? Did they call it Titanus in the last episode?
I think they called Titanus in the last episode. Well, I kept hearing Titanus, but
Yeah.
I heard it.
But
So that
yeah,
had to be.
that's the thing. It's like it just happened. It was like, oh, we need Titanus. Let's combine and just. How did you know this would even work?
Yeah.
Well, some things you're just gonna know. You're just gonna know because you're
I
a
don't
ranger.
know.
And it was the indestructible putties again, right? Or no?
I think it was
Yeah,
regular
it was just
putties. That's
regular
what I mean.
putties. Okay.
Like, unless there's some other defining feature I didn't notice, the super putties have the really big concrete arms and legs.
Yeah.
And then the regular putties just have, regular.
Yeah, they're just putties.
Yeah.
Nothing special. But the other ones are they have a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
As far as what they've got, and it just super putties are a little bit better. It's fun to watch and fight and see what happens.
It's weird to like have them debut in like what was it, the first episode that we watched this week?
Yeah.
And then to the rest of the episodes, they're just not existent. It's like they were clearly stronger than anything that on any of the other putties that you had, but you're just not going to use them.
No, because apparently the Rangers have like amped up apparently, and it was like, oh, this is a waste. It's too much work for me to make these super putties. So let's put these guys out again because that
worked so well before.
Exactly. So many times before. What episode are we on now? Like how many times have I failed with them?
20 something.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
So 20 something times this has already happened. Let's just try it.
25, I think.
There you go. So I'm thinking, just do it again. There has to, I mean, I understand what you say the definition of insanity is, but I'm just insane enough to try it. And that's what happened. So she just over and over again.
Well, the good news was that Rita's curse was broken and Kimberly's spinning wheel was returned.
Yes.
Because that's what they were fighting for this whole time, pretty much.
Oh wait,
so
there
glad.
was another. I don't remember which episode it was, where she kidnaps Tommy, or maybe it was this episode.
when he's tied to the tree?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here's the thing. So it didn't take in Green with Evil when she kidnapped Tommy the first time. It didn't take a lot for her to just take control of him and turn him evil. She
Right.
kidnapped him again, and I feel like she could have done the same thing, like turned him evil again.
Oh, yeah,
And it was just
well-
a missed opportunity. I don't know. That was just one of the things that, like...
I mean, she was going after a spinning wheel, so I could see how she got distracted.
Again, you know,
That's
it's
true.
just...
That's true.
I feel like little things like that is like, oh, come on, you captured a ranger.
Well, but she doesn't have the power coin, though.
She's a...
Right?
Empress of Evil.
Exactly, but you see how long it took her later to go ahead and
That's
make
true.
that candle out of the remnants of just evil.
That's true.
So
yeah, I'll give him
yeah.
that.
Because this whole time, as that's happening, she's still gathering all the remnants of the evil to create that candle. So even though this is happening, you got to think now that we know already what happened. She's doing this the whole time. Mm-hmm. So probably that's why she was like, let me keep them busy so they don't know that I'm making this candle that's gonna burn away his power. You know?
Yeah.
Spoilers if you guys are like, if we're watching way ahead.
It's not like the season debuted 20-something years ago.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. But still, nonetheless, yeah, it was kind of stupid to just like, I want this 15 or 16-year-old's
spinning wheel.
This will show them all. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why are you such a
evil.
bully? Yes. She is pure evil. She is like, oh,
she doesn't want the Power Rangers to have any fun ever.
Gosh. It's like she's really just a horrible,
spinning wheels
horrible
trigger
person. Yeah, I guess she's one of my triggers.
In some fan fiction or another, I'm sure there's like some weird like Rita had a bad introduction to spinning wheels, and now she just hates spinning wheels.
She was like, Rumpelstiltskin was a nightmare for me. You know, she can't deal with anything like that. So she's like, I may prick my finger and go to sleep or die, or someone take my firstborn.
So now that the episode is over, we have the whole like ending of the play. We have Bulk and everything. Like
Kimberly is trying to get Bulk on stage. She's like, I said, Bulk, get out here.
Yeah.
They know Bulk's reputation. How did he even land a part in this play?
Because there's only 10 kids in school, that's why.
That's...
Yes.
That's
about it.
The best reason, actually.
That's about it. There's only that many.
There's 10 kids in this school, and 6 of them are Power Rangers.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much.
Power Rangers. Oh my god.
And Ernie is one of those kids too.
Yeah, that's right.
The juice bar owner, who's clearly not in high school, he's in high school.
He's in high school.
You guys don't know, but he's been held back a few times.
So what would you guys rate this episode? For the sheer enjoyment, I'm giving it a 4.
Oh, nice.
For sheer enjoyment, 3. I'm giving it a 3. It wasn't... There was just so much happening in this episode.
I laughed.
I laughed, and it was amusing.
I laughed a lot.
But it was still a 3.
I don't...
And one teacher. I like how many...
Yeah.
And Mr. Kaplan.
And he's also the principal.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
He teaches
like,
everything.
I don't understand what's going on there. It's just like they're on some weird kind of reservation. I don't know. And they're just like, this is all the people we have, and we'll just do it.
Yeah, Bulk and Skull watching the news in that dark room. I was like, is that their room? And then
I noticed. I was like, "Is this a cutscene? What happened?"
Yeah, and then I saw like the body behind him. Is that Mr. Kaplan, the principal? How did he get into their house?
Yeah,
that's a little creepy.
Too Fat Games brings up Mrs. Appleby.
Oh yeah,
a 3.
3.
A 3.
It was just
I'm sorry.
3. It was a fun episode.
It was. There were funny moments.
Cyril Moore gives it a 10 out of 10.
What? So are you all right? A 10 out of 10. Well, you know what? Honestly, it was a fun episode.
It was fun.
There were moments where we laughed and we just kind of enjoyed things. We confirmed Titanus is now a friend. So there were
also
moments.
Zatanna.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's not forget that. Titanus. And we got to see Tommy do some kick A fighting.
Yeah.
So still a 3.
Yes.
So, that's the breakdown, man.
Yeah.
That pretty much wraps up our coverage of this week's episodes. Moving on to the comments.
Comments.
For episodes 22, 23, and 24, because we like to cram in a bunch of episodes.
Yes.
The faster...
How else are we going to get through
The
this?
faster we can get through Mighty
Really
Morphin, my least favorite season, the better.
It's so nostalgic for me, though.
It is nostalgic, but it's bad. Anyway.
I'll start off with Shadowbird's comment. She says, awesome wrap-up, guys, as always. It was hard to choose between Joe and DJ, but DJ won me over. We both are on hashtag Team DJ. You guys are the best family. Can't wait for next week. Hashtag International Love. Hashtag Spudbird. Hashtag Team DJ. Hashtag Dedicated Trooper. Woo. P.S. My friend and I started a role play of the Power Rangers movie on Twitter. Only Trini and Kim are taken. If any of you are interested, just DM me on Twitter or Instagram.
So you're going to be Tommy.
Yes.
Okay.
You...
Alright.
I forgot my communicator in my bag.
Yeah.
See, perfect. You're already done.
Done.
Okay, can I be what was Nakia Brees? Who's
Tanya?
Yes, that's who I am.
You're Tanya?
I can see myself being a Yellow Ranger. I can do that. Yeah. Yellow Rangers kick ass. So.
Nakia's hilarious.
She is actually.
At my first Power Morphicon, I went there with one of my best friends. He's not a huge Ranger fan, but he liked Power Rangers. Right. And it was a Mighty Morphin panel, or a Mighty Morphin to Zeo panel. And he got up and he's like, so this question is for the Black Ranger. And then I think Walter was about to answer, but she takes the mic and goes, whoa. What do you mean by Black Ranger? Yeah. And he's just like, what? The Black. Cause do you mean him? Or do you mean me?
Me.
I was like, damn.
Because I want to know. Yeah, I would get that.
Oh, damn.
Freaked him out. He was like, I was just playing. Please don't hurt me.
I really wish I got that on video because it was so funny.
Do you want to read the next one? Or
you get next.
All right. Mr. Bass Boost. Mr. Bass. Right. Sounds like a Black Eyed Peas song. Mr. Bass Boost. Says, great. Keep it up. Brilliant work. Keep it up. Nice. Keep it up. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Because every once in a while, I need someone to validate me or tell me I'm doing good.
It's true.
Because most people
it's
tell
nice
me I'm
to hear nice
Take
things.
a picture of that, make your wallpaper.
I will actually. It's already been done.
All right. So we have Apollo Thunderflame. I'm Team Darrel. That's the best team. That's right, guys.
I think that's where you should stop it. You don't have to read the rest.
We actors need to stick together. I've just been informed that's called a union. I get it.
That's what you did there.
Unfortunately, I'm non-union, so
yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, sorry. Give it time.
But I do appreciate the fun. Thank you.
Chat says, I'm just going to say this and one other thing. First, I love this family. You guys are awesome, and it was amazing seeing all of the love you guys gave me for my high school graduation. Congratulations once again. And secondly, hashtag Team Joe. Oh, and one other thing, I was watching a little bit of the Sentai version of Samurai a while ago and noticed something about it.
Shinkinja.
Our version used the same 3 character arcs for green, pink, and yellow as the Sentai version.
Mm-hmm.
Did love you guys, and I'm holding your version did. My mistake. Love you guys, and I'm holding your guys' pictures and bracelets for ransom until MorphinCon next year. I am so excited.
Next year?
I am so excited.
Yep. She's going to PMC.
No, that's fine. It's always
She's coming all the way to Cali to go to PMC. Great.
It's a great reason to come. This 3-day weekend. It's a fantastic reason to come to Cali.
So let's see.
Who is next?
Me, I'll do it.
Yo.
Yeah, no.
Do the thing.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Red Ranger 241 says, thanks for answering my questions, guys. Well, I'm sorry. Thanks for answering my questions, guys. Because that's amazing. You got to be excited about that. And good shout out to Daniel for saying Insomniac Games would do a Power Ranger game, which I did say. I need a massive open world Power Rangers game with all the locations. Ranger teams, foot soldiers, megazords, all the actors doing the voices and motion capture, the movie team and the TV teams crossing over, and I would have the main villains be the Psycho Rangers because they are the best goddamn villains in all the Power Rangers. And as a bonus, I would love to see the VR Troopers, Big Bad Beetleborgs, Masked Riders, and supporting characters and DLC missions. Keep up the fantastic work, guys. Hashtag call the 241. Hashtag Kelly is ultimate bae. Hashtag someone get Joe to spill those Ninja Steel cameos. Hashtag can I choose both Team Joe and DJ?
Why not both?
And hashtag Daniel is awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you.
That's a extreme game.
That was.
It really is.
Dude, that would be like the game every Ranger fan would want.
Yeah.
That'd be it.
Whew, that'd be a lot of money.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. Essay time. FF Justice. Ready? Here we go.
Go.
Hey y'all, in this wrap-up, emoticon. How's y'all? I'm good too. Hey, that's great. To answer Joe's question from last week, I'm from New Orleans. Okay. New Orleans. Land of the Cajun and home of the beignet.
Woo!
Beignets.
Is that how you say that?
Yeah,
Did I say it right?
Beignets.
Okay.
That way. Go ahead.
Anywho.
I love beignets.
Who that? I know
Send
you know
me
what I'm talking
beignets.
Anyway,
I was just there.
I
I love
am down with a AAA Power Ranger game. Whether from Insomniac, Sucker Punch, the company that made Sly Cooper, and Infamous, Who's It's, and What's It's. Just make it great and not centered on one Power Ranger iteration to bring a brand new flavor in our skulls for Power Rangers and also when it comes to fan art redesigns. Dagnabbit. Hashtag Craig Mack. What? Who's that?
Craig Mack's a rapper.
Is he really?
Yeah. Get on down, boy. Get on down. Can I get down? Yeah. It's anyway.
Super
Mack.
chat to have him do the whole thing.
Yeah, I will.
Anyway,
actually do it in his voice.
I had fun with all the peeps, all these eps. Joe, Darrel, and Jerome recap. I really wanted a putty in this movie with a traffic light in its back, though. That'd be funny.
God.
Plus, I want Tommy hitting the spider on Zack to be edited in slow mode with the inclusion of what you say and hello darkness, my old friend. Lastly, what's your favorite superhero and or villain movie suit? Mine is for villains, Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man. For heroes, Power Rangers. From the new movie, the outer muscular-skeletal accentuation feels visually enhanced on what's on the inside. I guess that's the point. Hashtag teehee. Bonus! Is it just me, or the yellow Dire Rangers Kidding Mecha would have been the Unicorn Thunderzord, and Blue Ranger Dire Rangers Pegasus Mecha be the Griffin Thunderzord? Two of those beasts are winged with horns. Wow, I can't read today. The other two are horn-headed without wings. Probably should have been swapped names. I'm remembering now. Did the blue one have a horn? It did?
Yeah, okay.
If that's the case, I understand why they flip them, but I don't remember the yellow one having a horn.
No.
It had those things sticking out of the back of its head. I don't know. It's been such a long time since we'll get to it in season 2.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Super chat!
Super
Derek
chat.
Kirby says, tell Joe share the goods because there's a gift for each of you. Catch you guys later and blessings moving forward. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to open this. We have to find out where Joe's keeping this package.
Yeah, definitely.
Once we ask him, I'm sure he'll bring it.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely get that next. And also, I loved hearing Darrel saying, what you say?
That you only meant well.
Because you did what you said.
Guess in the room now.
You say? Moving on.
We're so no.
Serenity Q26 says, any episode that highlights Kim, I love.
I agree.
Smiley emoji. The Sauron episode or the Sauron comic appearances, because both are good. Plus, after Phoenix, you need a breather. It was so heavy. Also, if you watch them in order, not in order they aired, you have No Mutant is an Island. A huge filler, and it's a nice sigh after the sadness that is the Phoenix saga. What's wrong with good, nice people, LOL? I never understand that as being a negative. He, she is too nice, no edge, LOL. It's good to be good, and since for some reason it's a rare trait to have, it's better because you are different instead of just one of many. Squeaky clean boy / Girl Scouts to the front. Darrel does martial arts too? Simon, my man gets cooler every day.
Yes.
I do.
Yes, he does.
Do martial arts.
Hashtag Darrel's running man.
What do you call it?
All right, Abigail Parker. All right, so let me read this one.
Go.
Even though I joined pretty late, awesome wrap up, guys. Awesome wrap up as always. I'm sorry, I'm just filling things in. Smiley face, well, smiley wiki. I'm definitely hashtag Team Joe because without Joe, I wouldn't be such a hashtag show fangirl I am right now. I wouldn't be. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Pardon me. Thanks for that, winky face.
Like
but
winky face.
all on Team. But for all on Team DJ, I won't take advantage of that while writing. And my co-writer, Blackwing, is hashtag Team DJ.
Woo!
So it will be even, which is good to hear. We just need time to work on that Civil War fanfic. I got a question for you all. If you could choose any Power Ranger related cosplay / costume that would then magically appear, fitting you perfectly, what would it be?
Oh.
Power Ranger related costume.
Power Ranger related. Well, for me it would have to be the Ranger costume that you designed for me, the Cupcake Ranger. If I could make that suddenly appear, I would, because it is freaking cute with the sprinkles and everything. Good lord.
Nice.
Good lord.
Nice. Good lord. I love it. Mine would be the suits they wear on SPD before they go into their actual, like they have like flight suits or something, don't they?
Oh, the just the regular cadet suit?
Yeah.
Those
I
are
love
great.
those. I love those because I can't pick the jackets from Power Ranger because it's not Power Ranger per se.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like I'd go for those cadet suits.
I don't know.
Those are kind of cool.
My number one pick is always like Red Turbo Ranger, only because he's like my favorite Ranger, and I like the aesthetic of the suit. It looks really cool. He has the headlights, he has the freaking wheels, and it's cool. I don't know. I didn't even think about civilian suits. SPD, I like those suits. So
See, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. If I had to pick a Ranger suit though, I'm going for the film, the most recent film.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they do look really good.
Yeah, good.
Except I didn't like the boob cups with heels that the girls have to wear.
Oh yeah, that was kind of like.
They look a little funky.
Yeah.
They look a little funky.
Yeah.
all right, mine. Let's go.
Oh my
Oh, wait.
gosh. Is
Oh, you didn't
Oh,
do
okay.
the hashtags.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do the hashtags. Let's do this. Hashtag show is second family. Hashtag Daniel should join the wrap up more often, which I like.
Yeah.
Hashtag Team Joe. Hashtag Darrel for next Red Ranger. Hashtag International Love. Hashtag European Warriors. I like that.
All right. Now, this next one is from Daniel Diaz, our intern.
Yes. He is actually our intern. You guys, that's something that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. To respond to last week's question regarding the diversity of Power Rangers having no Red Ranger, Eastern Asian, or Asian descent, I have two words: Super Sentai. There's dozens of Asian descent Red Rangers in that series. And yes, Peter, Ninja Steel Blue Ranger, should have been casted as Red, then William, Brody, But if Peter wasn't the Blue Ranger, then the Blue Brothers wouldn't exist between him and his brother Yoshi, Dino Charge Blue Ranger. Everyone knows who he is. But yeah, it would be cool to see an Asian descent Red Ranger for Power Ranger. But there are still other nationalities and races that have not been represented at all in either Power Rangers or Super Sentai. I think Power Rangers diversity is more important and a staple of the franchise. I'm so happy it started with the OG Mighty Morphin, though there were just 3 white teens and 2 minorities. Hashtag Power Rangers, hashtag Team DJ. The Blue Ranger is with you since Mighty Morphin Red Ranger and Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger is from the same season. Phantom Ranger is from another season. Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah. Hashtag what up, what up, what up?
No. What up, what up, what up?
What up, what up, what up?
I miss DJ.
Hashtag family. Hashtag may the power protect you. Hashtag once a Ranger. Hashtag always a Ranger. God bless, guys. With you till the end.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know, I would dig it if it was a female Asian Red Ranger.
Ooh.
I think they should do that. I think they should do that.
Sorry,
Wait, guys. I tried to do solid.
We just love throwing things after. I love doing that. That's something we always do. And we pick it, you guys see it right after we're picking it up. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
That pretty much wraps up this episode, although I would like to point out to you guys that we want to ask you guys for your video fan questions for Johnny Young Bosch.
Yes.
Send them to us
Yes.
at fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com. Once again, if you would like to submit your video fan question to be
Johnny
read for
Young Bosch.
Johnny Young Bosch, send them at fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com. Well, this was a pretty good episode. I had fun.
you.
I can't wait to
was
head out
great.
to Anime Expo.
Yeah.
Daniel, where can everyone find you?
Well, I have made a change in my social media. My social media name now
great. It's
is
great.
Battlestar Galactica. All one word. So
It's great.
Battlestar GA for G, Black BLACK, Tika TIC. C.
On everything but Twitter, because
Yeah.
Twitter is lame.
Yes, exactly. Twitter, unfortunately, they're like, I'm sorry, that name's too long. Yeah, it is.
What if someone had like a hyphen last name?
That's what I said. What do you do then? That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
Not fair.
But once again, Battlestar Galactica, guys. You'll love it. You'll see it. You'll want to say it. That's it, right?
It's fun to say.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Battlestar
And
Galactica.
Darrel, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Anime Expo. No, well, you can find me on all social media, Darrel J. Delphin, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can also find me, oh, well, actually, I'm not going to be on Thursday's anime show. I have a voiceover session
Exciting.
that I won't be able to talk about for maybe a couple weeks or something like that. But I'll let you guys know when I'm done with that. So it's going to be Jasmine, Ernie, and someone else. I don't know, but I'm not going to be on anime show this Thursday. And then, again, if you're going to be at Anime Expo, we're going to be there. So meet up with us.
Yes.
I cannot wait. You can find me on all social media at Cranky Cupcakes with a Z at the end. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything trending
In geek pop culture. All right, Anime Expo.
Bye!